Ottumwa High Baseball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Had to break away from a conversation with former Bulldog softball star Morgan Greiner. Unless, Morgan, you want to come on the air? You want to do the second game?
No, I don't think I'd be as good as my dad.
I think she declined there. So we'll get ready for game two, Ottumwa and Des Moines East. Unless Katie Nelson wants to do it. Katie, you want on the mic? No, she turned it down too. All right. Having a little fun at the ballpark. Bulldogs won game one over Des Moines East. Baseball team winning 13-2 in 5 innings. Game two coming up in just a little while. It'll be a few minutes yet. Ryan Slack looks like he'll be the pitcher for game two. He's just started warming up in the Ottumwa pen. East has its pitcher warming up as well. We wrap up the regular season tonight. Then we get ready for the postseason. Bulldog baseball at Ankeny Centennial Friday night at 7 o'clock. First round of the Sub-State playoffs. That'll be on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Saturday, the Bulldogs softball team begins regional play at home against Urbandale. That's at 7 o'clock. It'll be live on the radio on KBIZ. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is not allowing us to live video stream postseason regional play. Now, that's been their standard rule. We specifically asked them if they would waive the rule this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the fact that some fans are wanting to stay at home. That request was turned down. So if you have a complaint about not being able to see the live video stream of Ottumwa Bulldog softball in the playoffs, send your complaint to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Obviously, I think that's rather short-sighted of them, but it's not a decision I can overturn. So we've got baseball coming your way in just a few minutes. We'll take a 3-minute timeout and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. We apologize. Apparently had a technical glitch of some sort back at the station, and the KBIZ signal got switched over to the Van Buren playoff game. We've fixed it now, so we're back on KBIZ. Not sure exactly how long we were away. We were always on the right live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Bulldogs won game one over Des Moines East 13-2 in 5 innings. And game two about to get underway. Just now getting the starting lineup, so we'll kind of feed them to you as we go along here. Ryan Slack is on the mound for Ottumwa. The first batter he will face is Skylar Van Riper, who is the right fielder in game two. First pitch of game two is in there for a strike, 0-1. Our first pitch at 7:15.
Julian Moore catching, Trey Schwartz at first, Dominic Delhoy at second base.
0-1 to Van Riper. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Mitch Wood is short, Jesus Jaime third base.
The wind by Slack in the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Van Riper down on 3 pitches for out number 1. He went 0 for 2 with a walk and a run in game 1. He's 0 for 1 in game 2. Here's the Ethan Sheets. He was the catcher in game 1, the DH in game 2. Sheets had a couple of walks, reached on an error, scored a run in game 1, so officially 0 for 1. Righty to lefty, the wind by Slack in the pitch. A little bit high and away, perhaps, ball 1. Slack's 1-0 offering is high again, 2-0. Slack winds in the 2-0 offering. That's right down Broadway, 2-1 to Sheets. We'll set the Bulldog defense in a minute here. As that pitch misses outside, 3-1. Slack into the wind and the 3-1 to Sheets. A little bit high, ball 4. Boy, Sheets draws walks. That's his third of the doubleheader.
Walk by Sheets brings up number 3, Zach Truitt.
Zach Truitt, the shortstop, will bat. Truitt in game 1 had a single, a double, and was hit by a pitch. He drove in the only 2 Scarlet runs. Slack from the stretch now, and the pitch. And that went behind Truitt, but it hit his bat, so it's a foul ball and strike 1. That same thing happened yesterday in Mason City. You probably don't even see that once a season normally. We've seen it 2 days in a row. 0-1 the count. See if Ryan Slack can take advantage of that. And the pitch. That's a liner past a diving Delahoy into center field. He deflected it, but that'll be a single for Truitt. First and second one out, and the batter Carter Klein. Klein was the right fielder in game 1. He's catching in game 2. He was 0 for 2 with a walk in the opener. East had a first inning threat in game 1. They didn't score, and then Ottumwa poured it on. East has 2-1 with 1 out here in game 2. The Bulldog defense, Andrew Cole in left, Colton McKinnon in center, Brody Evans in, Pedro Gonzalez in right. Evans is the DH. First pitch, I guess high, maybe outside to Klein, ball 1. Jesus Jaime at third, Mitch Wood at short, Dominic Delahoy at second, Trey Schwartz at first, and Julian Moore behind the plate. The 1-0 is swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Klein. 1-1 pitch. Inside and low, 2-1. Slack is not getting any benefit on the edge of the zone right now. East wore red pullovers in game 1. They've got traditional gray jerseys here in game 2. The 2-1 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out, top first. Slack from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch. Pop foul back and out of play. We stay at 2-2. A strikeout, a walk, a single. First and second, 1 out. And the pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. An off-speed pitch got him for out number 2, second strikeout for Slack, and a big one here in the first inning. That'll bring up Austin Fleener, who was a DH and pitcher in game 1, and it went 0 for 2. Two out, 2 on, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The East batting order, Van Riper in right, Sheets DHing, Truitt at short, Klein catching, Fleener at third. Then James Jefferson pitching, Kay Dolphin at first, Grant Gagel at second base, Malcolm Bird left field. Pitches outside to Fleener, 1-1. The center fielder not in the batting order is the game 1 starting pitcher, Hayden Young. One and 1 to Fleener. The pitch tried to check his swing, went around. It was inside, but it's a strike, 1-2. Ryan Slack 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. 2 on, 2 out. He comes set. Long pause and the 1-2. Fouled off the end of the bat as Fleener just did get a piece to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slack waiting for Fleener to dig back in. The right-hander comes set. Another 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Ryan Slack strikes out the side. East had a walk and a hit, but they leave 2 after half an inning. The Scarlets nothing, the Bulldogs coming up. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning, Des Moines East, a couple of base runners, but didn't score in the top half, and now the Bulldog batting order will face tall, lanky right-hander James Jefferson for Des Moines East. Jefferson, the junior, making his 5th start. He's 2-2 with a 4.39 ERA, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 23 hits allowed, 19 runs, 14 earned. He's walked 16, hit 3. He struck out 23. And opponents hitting .250 against him. The Bulldog batting order: Dominic Delahoy at second, Mitch Wood at short, Jesus Jaime at third, Ryan Slack pitching, Trey Swartz at first, Brody Evans DHing, Pedro Gonzalez in right, Andrew Cole in left, Colton McKinnon in center. And not in the batting order, the catcher Julian Moore. Delahoy comes to the plate having gone 1 for 3 with a double, a stolen base, and a run scored in game one.
For the Bulldogs, second baseman number 2, Dominic Delahoy.
Jefferson from the extreme first base side of the rubber brings home his first pitch, and it's low for ball one.
Pitcher for East, James Jefferson.
That pitch rolled to the left side in the hole. Truitt at short, long throw across is a good one as Delahoy grounds to short for out number one. That brings up Mitch Wood. Mitch officially 1 for 1 with 2 RBI in game one. He walked, he was hit by a pitch, he had an RBI single, he scored 2 runs. Turning into a pretty pleasant evening here in Ottumwa. It's a good thing we're not up in central Iowa. As the pitch is inside to Wood, ball one. They've had a tornado warning in Story County. It's up where Ames is in Iowa State. And it might be drifting down into Polk County. But down here, we're just fine. Blowing away to Wood, 2-0. Get you the official weather conditions here. 85 degrees. It still feels like 93, but it's not too bad. Skies are partly sunny. There's the big bank of clouds off to the north, but again, that doesn't seem like it's coming down here. Wood hits a drive to left center, coming on and playing it on a hop is the center fielder Hayden Young. Wood with a 1-out single.
Base hit by Wood.
Might have gotten it a little down off the end of the bat, and I think Young was fooled. He thought it was hit harder. Jesus Jaime, the batter. Game one, he was 2 for 2 with a single, a walk, and oh, by the way, a grand slam. That broke open what turned out to be the 8-run second inning that helped Ottumwa put that game well out of reach. They won it 13-2 in 5. First pitch is a strike to Jaime, 0-1. One to Jesus Jaime. Wood at first with 1 out, no score, bottom 1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and Zeus down in the count 0-2. Southeast wind, by the way, 8 miles an hour. If it blows, it's gently out to left center. Now the 0-2. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jefferson's pitch, lined into left field, base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Dogs. 2 on, 1 out. And the batter, Ryan Slack, Bulldog pitcher. He's had 5 at-bats. He's 1 for 5 on the season.
Brings up your pitcher, number 11, Ryan Slack.
So Slack digs in. And the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Jefferson wanting to work quickly here. The 1-0. Way outside, 2-0. Slack a chance to help his own cause here in the regular season finale. 2 on, 1 out, bottom 1. The 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 2-1. By the way, we are still under a severe thunderstorm watch, but they've really dropped the rain chances for Wapello County, and I'm thinking at this point we're not going to be in any real trouble. Here's the 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. Trey Swartz on deck. Jefferson will look back at second. Now the 3-1. Down and in, ball 4. And they're loaded with one out as Slack draws the walk. Pretty sure we'll see a courtesy runner here.
First baseman number 7, Trey Swartz.
Max Thomason will run it first.
Courtesy running for Ryan Slack will be number 20, Max Thomason.
So Thomason at first, Jaime at second, Wood at third. And Swartz at the plate. Trey was officially 0 for 2 in game 1. He hit into a bit of tough luck with a line out to left. He also walked and he scored 2 runs. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Ottumwa won game 1 13-2 in 5 innings, a chance to get on the board early in the nightcap, the 1-0. Inside 2-0. Trey's been patient. He's worked himself into a hitter's count. Let's see if Jefferson can get it over the plate here, and if he does, can Trey drive it? The 2-0. Low, 3-0, no place to put him. Ball 4 means the first run of the game here. Three balls, no strikes. Trey might be taking all the way right here. The pitch. Up and away, ball 4, and that's a run. Bulldogs lead 1-0. Swartz with the RBI walk.
RBI walk to Trey Swartz. Brings up your designated hitter.
Wood scores, Jaime to third, Slack to second. And the batter is the DH, Brody Evans, and before he bats, pitching coach for East out to talk to James Jefferson. Brody Evans, 4 for 22 on the year, couple of doubles. He's driven in 3. He's got a chance to drive in multiple runs here, bases loaded. Still only 1 out, and Ottumwa leading 1-0. Conference is over. And now Evans stands in with the bases full of dogs and only 1 down. The wind by Jefferson in the pitch. Low, ball 1. Had 2 singles and 2 walks, all with 1 out to produce a run. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count evens at a ball and a strike to Evans. Jefferson's 1-1 pitch. Up and in, buzzed him off the plate, 2-1. Evans with the count in his favor. Corner infielders are in. The pitch. High, 3-1. Now a real hitter's count for Brody Evans. The 3-1 pitch. That's a strike, 3-2. Well, ball 4 means a run, strike 3 means an out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Low and away, ball 4. And it's 2-0 as Ottumwa's drawn 3 straight walks. The last 2 RBI walks to Swartz and Evans.
Walk by Brody Evans. Brings up your right.
Jaime scores. Thomason to third. Swartz to second. Pedro Gonzalez. Pedro was 0 for 1 in game 1, reached on an error. First pitch here. In there for a strike, 0-1. Pitch popped up, infield fly, batter's out. The pitcher, Jefferson, right in front of the mound, makes the catch for out number 2. So Ottumwa's got 2 runs on the board. The bases are still loaded with 2 down, and the rest of the inning is up to the left fielder, Andrew Cole. Cole in game 1.
Left fielder number 17.
Was 0 for 2. Did have a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. That pitch lined, but caught on a leap by the second baseman, Gagel, and the side is retired. Boy, Andrew Cole just missed a 2-run single. Bulldogs get 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 3, and after an inning, it's Ottumwa 2 and East nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of Joan, watch me leap though.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ, brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines East nothing in the top of the second. Bulldogs plating a pair of runs on a pair of bases-loaded walks.
The pitcher, number 9.
James Jefferson, the pitcher, will lead it off for East. He'll be followed by Cade Dolphin and Grant Gagel. Jefferson was 0 for 2 in Game 1 with a flyout and a groundout. Ryan Slack into the wind in his pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Slack winding from the first base side of the rubber is 0-1. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Jefferson down on 3 pitches. Slack's recorded 4 outs. They've all been strikeouts. That brings up Cade Dolphin, the first baseman, a pop out and a ground out in Game 1, 0 for 2.
Cade Dolphin.
Slack, into the wind in the pitch. That's a strike, 0-1 on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Check swing, roller to the right side. Didn't mean to do it. Up with it is Delahoy. Throw to first, 2 down. It's the first time that East has been retired on a ball put in play. And the batter, Grant Gagel, the second baseman, who was 0 for 2 with the ground out and a line out in Game 1.
Now batting number 14, second baseman, Grant Gagel.
Two out, nobody on. The pitch fouled straight back to the screen, 0-1. Slack with another ball, slowly walking back to the mound. The 0-1 pitch. Grounder back to the mound. Nice snare by Ryan Slack. He'll underhand to first in a quick 1-2-3 inning. For the Bulldog right-hander, we go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines East nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Pedro Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Pedro Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa High Baseball. Brought to you by Community First Credit Union with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa leading Des Moines East 2-0. Dying 1 and 2 in the Bulldog order due up. Colt McKinnon, Dominic Delahoy, and Mitch Wood. McKinnon was 1 for 3 with a run scored in Game 1. First pitch he sees in Game 2, up and in from James Jefferson, 1-0. 2 runs in the first inning for Ottumwa. They loaded the bases on 2 singles and a walk, and then Trey Swartz and Brody Evans drew run-scoring walks. Pitch down and away to McKinnon, 2-0. Jefferson into the wind and the 2-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike, 2-1. The right-hander's next offering. Ground ball back up the middle. That'll get in the center field for a leadoff single. So McKinnon has Ottumwa's third hit. Top of the order, Dominic Delahoy, a ground ball to short his first time up. Will the Bulldogs play small ball here? Or after scoring 13 runs in Game 1, will they let Delahoy swing away and think about a bigger inning? Third baseman Fleener creeping in, expecting a bunt. The pitch is outside, ball 1. Delahoy likely to get a steady diet of breaking balls right here. Want to know the count. McKinnon a pretty good lead. Not going, and the pitch popped foul back over the press box. Count even at a ball and a strike. One and one to Delahoy. It's almost got the leadoff man on here in the second. Runner goes. The 1-1 pitch is a strike. The throw down to second. That's wide. It will be backed up by the shortstop, Truitt, or it would have gone into right center field. That slipped out of the hand of the catcher, Klein, and it is a stolen base for Colt McKinnon. Count is 1-2 to Delahoy. Pitch was called a strike. Now, pardon me, a man in scoring position and nobody out. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Delahoy's not going to chase. Now, over the last couple of weeks, he's been caught looking for strike 3 a few times. But he's not likely to chase pitches out of the zone. The 2-2. Up and in, 3-2. Mitch Wood on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Ground ball to the right side, bobbled by the second baseman DeGagle, but he picks it up, throws to first in time for the out. Productive out. It moves McKinnon to third with 1 out for Mitch Wood. Wood singled and scored in the first inning. Ottumwa with the runner at third, 1 out in the second, trying to add to a 2-0 lead. The wind by Jefferson and the pitch. Ground ball up the third base line, foul, strike one. Ottumwa 2 runs on 3 hits so far. East, no runs, 1 hit. Neither team has committed an error to this point. The 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's in there for a strike 0-2. But there's a hesitation in that windup by Jefferson. He's doing that with a runner on third. If he waits too long holding that foot up in the air, that's a balk. Someone might want to point that out. Here's the 0-2. That's driven to center, going back and over the head of the center fielder, Young. McKinnon will score. Heading around second is Wood. He wants a triple, and the relay throw is not in time. A stand-up triple for Mitch Wood. He drives in McKinnon, and it's 3-0. Wood's third RBI of the doubleheader. And here's Jesus Jaime, singled and scored his first time up. You know, usually when you tell a batter to trade places with the runner, the guy's on second. Don't often see it with a guy on third, but that's what Mitch Wood did, tripling home McKinnon. Now the pitch to Jaime. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. The wind by Jefferson and the 0-1 pitch. Boy, there's that hesitation with the leg again. Pitch is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. If there was nobody on base, he wouldn't care what he did in the windup, but he's using the windup with a runner on third. The 1-1. Fouled back to the screen, 1-2. Ryan Slack on deck. You know, Mitch Wood was down to the count 0-2 and he tripled. Jaime with a 1-2 count. But Ottumwa leading now 3-0, 1 out. Runner on third, bottom second inning. The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher, not far enough for Wood to come home. It went off towards the third base side. Mitch had a good look at it and decided to put on the brakes. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. High chopper to third, fielded by Fleener, whose only play is to first. It is in time. The run scores, and it's 4-0. Jaime gets his 30th RBI of the season.
RBI for Jesus Jaime, his 30th. Now batting the pitcher number 11.
Base is empty with 2 down, and the batter Ryan Slack, who walked his first time up. First pitch up and in for ball 1. The wind by Jefferson and the 1-0. Outside corner, strike 1. Well, again, we are fortunate down here in southeast Iowa. We're not seeing the weather in central Iowa. Looking on Twitter here, they've got rotation and a lowering of a cloud right over DMAC and Ankeny. Swing and a miss by Slack, and it's 1-2. And we're still under a severe thunderstorm watch, but it looks like the weather is going to miss Ottumwa tonight. We hope. The 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. Pitch is swung on and missed by Slack for strike 3. And the inning is over, but Ottumwa tacks on another run on 2 hits. They leave none. 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave none. We go to the top of the third. Bulldogs 4, Scarlets nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we saw it.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. 4-0 Ottumwa as East bats here in the top of the third. Leading off will be Malcolm Bird. We only saw him as a courtesy runner in game one. First pitch from Ryan Slack is a strike 0-1. Bird hitting 133, 2 for 15. The senior does have an RBI. Slack into the wind and the 0-1. Chop foul back behind the plate, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Skylar Van Riper on deck. Slack into the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Bird down on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 5 for Ryan Slack. And that is the third straight inning that he has struck out the leadoff hitter on 3 pitches. Here's Van Riper, struck out his first time up to lead off the game. First pitch, missed up and away, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, line but well fouled down the left side, 1-1. Slack with another baseball. The right-hander is 1-1 to Van Riper. Breaking ball low, 2-1. On the out-of-town scoreboard, as we told you earlier, in Class 2A district playoff action, Cardinal beat Davis County 1-0. The 2-1 pitch, pop foul backing out of play, 2-2. Also in Class 2A district semifinal action, Van Buren had a 4-0 lead on Central Lee, but Central Lee has now tied that game at 4 after 2 innings. Back here in Ottumwa regular season Class 4A action, the 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called, strike 3, out number 2. Strikeout number 6 for Ryan Slack. He struck out the side in the first. And the batter, Ethan Sheets, who walked his first time up. First pitch, a strike to the knees, 0-1. The 0-1, fouled back, 0-2. Two out, nobody on, 0-2 to the left-handed batting DH Sheets. The pitch, strike 3 at the knees, and the inning is over as Ryan Slack has struck out the side for the second time. He's got 7 in the game. 1-2-3 go the Scarlets, go to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs up 4-0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Bottom of the third inning, Bulldog baseball, brought to you by Coal Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the train depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. And by Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. 4-0 Bulldogs. As Trey Swartz, Brody Evans, Pedro Gonzalez will bat here in the third. 2 in the first, 2 in the second so far for OHS. Swartz, an RBI bases loaded walk, his first time up. First pitch from James Jefferson. The umpire started to raise the arm, then stopped and called it a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Well, the Game 1 umpire would do that little shoulder shake after every ball. Our Game 2 umpire not as interested in dancing. The 1-1. That's on the outside corner, strike 2. That pitch, strike 3, but swung on and missed, but it goes back to the backstop, and for the second time in as many games, Trey Swartz strikes out but reaches first on a wild pitch.
Batted for the Bulldogs, designated hitter number
That'll bring up Brody Evans, who also had a bases loaded walk in the first inning to drive in a run. Jefferson now from the stretch. And the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Went with a slide step there. No more sun on the field. The lights are on. They're starting to take effect. The big cloud bank from the north has now come far south enough to cover the sun. Swing and a miss by Evans, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Again, we're not expecting any rain at this point during the remainder of this game. Might rain in Ottumwa later tonight, but the worst of it is up in central Iowa. Here's the 1-1. Way outside, 2-1. Bulldogs in Game 1 had an 8-run second inning and a 5-run third inning. In Game 2, they've been a bit more methodical. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Got the leadoff man on here in the third. The 2-1 pitch, way outside, 3-1. Jefferson has struggled with command. He walked 3 straight in the first inning. He's in danger of issuing his 4th walk of the game here. Brody Evans with the hitter's count, 3-1. The pitch, pop foul back and out of play. Well, Jefferson challenged him there. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. The second strikeout of the inning, even though there's only 1 out.
Bulldogs batter, right fielder number 22, Pedro Gonzalez.
That'll bring up Pedro Gonzalez, who popped out to the pitcher his first time up. Swartz at first now with 1 out. And the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. I don't want this to happen, but I will mention it. With Swartz striking out but reaching on the wild pitch to lead off the inning, and then with Evans striking out, if James Jefferson were to strike out Gonzalez and Andrew Cole, he'd strike out 4 in the inning. Now, I don't want to see it. And I won't. No, the bunt is foul off the bat of Gonzalez. He tried to bunt his way on, but it's 0-2. One of those little quirks of baseball statistics. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on, bottom 3, Bulldogs ahead 4-0. The 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. This pitch chopped foul at the plate. Gonzalez stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Ottumwa so far. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Des Moines East. Ottumwa does have a right-hander throwing in the bullpen. Thomas Mitchell, who appeared in relief last night, may appear in relief tonight. The 1-2, up and away, 2-2. And time called, and East in the middle of the count is going to take out James Jefferson with the count 2-2. All right, it's called to the bullpen. Middle of the at-bat. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The new Des Moines East pitcher is left-hander Evan Becker. The sophomore has 4 starts. He's 1-2 with a 4.79 ERA, 19 innings pitched, 19 hits allowed, 21 runs, only 13 earned. He's walked 16, hit 4 batters. He struck out 21. Opponents hitting .241 against him. He comes in with 1 out, Ottumwa with a runner on first, and Pedro Gonzalez facing a 2-2 count. I suspect this has to do with pitch count. By my count, the starter, James Jefferson, was right at 65 pitches. So perhaps, again, I don't have the pitch count chart in front of me, but if 65 is a limit, perhaps East wants to make sure Jefferson is available to pitch on Friday in their playoff game. Don't quote me on that there. 2-2 to Gonzalez and the pitch. Up and away, 3-2. Now here's a quirk. I think if he walks him here, that walk gets charged to the starter Jefferson. The 3-2. And he did walk him ball 4. So first and second with 1 out for Andrew Cole, who lined out to second to end the first inning. Get you a line here on James Jefferson, not complete with 2 runners on base. First pitch is a ball to Andrew Cole, 1-0. Jefferson, 2 1/3 innings pitched. He's been charged with 4 runs on 4 hits. He walked 4, struck out 2 through 65 pitches, and is responsible for the 2 runners on base. A swing and a miss by Andrew Cole. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Again, making note that the weather's better down here than it is in central Iowa. Talk about tornado warnings up there. They now have flash flood warnings up there as well. Check swing on a pitch that missed upstairs to Cole. He held off 2-1. Polk County, where Des Moines is, also Dallas and Jasper counties under a flash flood warning. Thankfully not down here. 2 on, 1 out. The 2-1 to Cole. High, 3-1. Colt McKinnon on deck. 3 balls and a strike. The left-hander Becker brings it home. Outside corner, strike 2. Out-of-town scoreboard. Class 2A district semifinal. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont 11, Albia 1. That's a final. EBF will play Cardinal in the district title game Saturday in Eddyville. Back here at Legion Memorial Field, the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and I think Andrew chased ball 4. Second out of the inning. And the batter, Colton McKinnon, who singled, stole a base, and scored in the second.
McKinnon.
Van Buren, by the way, has gone back in front of Central Lee 5-4 in the third inning. First pitch to McKinnon, outside corner, strike 0-1. Swartz at second, Gonzalez at first. The 0-1. Breaking ball stayed a little high to McKinnon. 1 ball, 1 strike. The East fans wanted that call, didn't get it. One and 1 to Colton McKinnon. And the pitch. Up high, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way, and Colton pops it foul to the right out of play. 2-2. Ottumwa trying to add to its 4-0 lead, 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count to the number 9 hitter McKinnon here in the bottom of the third. Becker's 2-2, runners go, pitch lined right into the glove of the first baseman Dolphin to retire the side. If he's not guarding the line, that's down the line for extra bases. No runs, no hits, 2 left. And after 3, Ottumwa leading 4-0. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning. Ottumwa 4, Des Moines East nothing. Game 2 of our baseball doubleheader. Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center, locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. Top 4, Bulldogs up 4. Zach Truitt leads it off against Ryan Slack. The pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. Truitt singled his first time up. He's got the only Scarlet hit so far. That pitch grounded up the middle. Mitch Wood over to his left, has it. Nope, he dropped it. That'll be an error on Wood. First of the game for either team, and the Scarlets have the leadoff man on for the first time. That brings up Carter Klein. He struck out his first time up. The right-hander Slack from the stretch, and the pitch up and in, spun him off the plate, ball 1. Slack working quickly, although a long pause here after he came set. Now the 1-0. That's lifted to center. McKinnon drifting back, but he's got a beat on it. Colton makes the catch for out number 1. Back to first goes Truitt, and the batter, Austin Fleener, who struck out his first time up.
Fly out center field. Brings up number 21, Austin Fleener.
Fleener will dig in from the right side. And a throw to first, and the ball got away all the way to the fence. Truitt takes a look. He's rounding second on his way to third, and the throw will just come back to the middle of the infield. A 2-base error charged to the pitcher Slack. Second error of the inning on Ottumwa, and East has their potential first run of the game at third with only 1 out. Infield will mostly stay back for Ottumwa. They're up 4-0. They'll concede a run for an out here. And the pitch to Fleener, a bit high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to the Scarlet third baseman. The pitch on the outside corner, we're even at 1-1. And the clouds continuing to increase slowly here. As the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, tied him up inside, 1-2. Even though the clouds are on the increase, the radar doesn't show anything coming towards Ottumwa right now, so we should be okay. Bulldogs up 4-0, top 4, East with a runner at third and 1 down. Now the 1-2. On the outside corner called, strike 3, 2 down. 8 strikeouts for Ryan Slack. He can get out of the inning without any damage if he can get James Jefferson, who struck out his first time up.
Now batting, Evan Becker.
We got a pinch hitter here for Jefferson. Pardon me, that's Evan Becker, the relief pitcher who came in. First pitch to him is over but low, ball 1. Becker as a hitter. Two for 19 with a couple of RBI. And he hits this high in the air down the line and left. A long run for Cole towards the corner, and he can't get it. It's fair up against the fence. Becker just got his first extra base hit of the season, a double down the left field line, and it's 4-1. That's an unearned run.
RBI double by Becker.
As Truitt never should have been on base in the first place.
First baseman number 18, Cade Dolphin.
And that brings up Cade Dolphin, who grounded out his first time up. Get a courtesy runner here for Becker. That'll be Tristan Mylanbush.
Tristan Mylanbush, courtesy running for the pitcher, Becker.
So Mylanbush at second with 2 down. Dolphin at the plate. Slack still needs just 1 more out to qualify for the win. And the pitch on the way. Pop foul back and out of play, 0-1. 3 players walking down to the Ottumwa bullpen. Thomas Mitchell, Max Thomason are the 2 that may look to throw here. Mitchell was up earlier. Apparently Thomason's the one who's going to throw now. Mitchell just standing guard against a wayward foul ball. Oh, 0-1 the count to Dolphin and the pitch. Ground ball right side, over to get it is Delahoy. The second baseman throws to first and the inning is over. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa still leading 4-1. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa saw its lead shrink a little bit in the top half of the inning, but they're still up on Des Moines East 4-1. Bulldogs will have the top of the order. De La Hoya, Wood, and Jaime due up against left-handed reliever Evan Becker. The final line on the starter for East, James Jefferson: 2 of the third innings pitched, 4 runs, 4 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 65 pitches. Max Thomason continues to throw in the Ottumwa bullpen. You wonder if he may come on in the top of the fifth. We'll worry about that in the fifth, as Dominic De La Hoya will lead off the bottom of the fourth. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. That pitch outside from the lefty, 1-0. Becker from the stretch, even with no one on base. The 1-0. A little bit high, 2-0. The wind, well, not the wind, the stretch and the pitch on the outside corner, 2-1. De La Hoya again being very patient at the plate. The 2-1 offering. That's driven to left over towards the line, and making a running catch and then falling down is Malcolm Bird for out number 1. Mitch Wood, the batter, he's 2 for 2, singled and scored in the first, hit an RBI triple and scored in the second. Wood digs in. First pitch on the way from Becker, and it's lined softly to the first baseman, Dolphin, for out number 2. Quickly 2 away for Jesus Jaime, singled and scored in the first, and an RBI ground out in the second. 1 for 2.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, your third baseman, number 24, Jesus Jaime.
2 out, nobody on. East has not retired Ottumwa in order in any inning in the doubleheader tonight. They have a chance to do it here. First pitch up and away to Jaime, ball 1. The 1-0. That's driven to right center field. That won't be an out. It's in the alley. It will be cut off by the right fielder, Van Riper. And Jaime will hang on with a 2-out single.
Base hit by Jesus Jaime. Brings up your pitcher,
Ryan Slack,
number 11, Ryan
0 for 1. He's
Slack.
walked and he's struck out. 2 out and a man on first. Ottumwa leading 4-1. Bottom of the fourth. First pitch, breaking ball, strike, 0-1. Big slow bender from Evan Becker. A long look at first in the 0-1. Sails up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights taking greater effect now here at Legion Memorial Field. The 1-1. Upstairs again, 2-1. Open stance in that right-handed batter's box for Slack, but he'll bring the foot in as he swings. The 2-1. High, 3-1. Hitters count for Ryan Slack, 3 balls and a strike. No batting gloves on the hands. Ready for the 3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 3-2. They will no longer hold Jaime on at first. He'll be running on this 3-2 pitch with 2 out. There he goes. The pitch called, strike 3 in the outside corner, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. After 4, Bulldogs 4, Scarlets 1. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the 5th inning. Game 2, Ottumwa 4, Des Moines East 1. Bulldogs looking for the sweep. They're going to the pen to bring in the right-hander, Thomas Mitchell. Mitchell pitched last night. He's 0-1. The ERA is better than what the stat sheet shows. I don't think it has the stats from last night yet. Mitchell pitched a scoreless inning and a third in Game 2 last night. Did a good job. And now he's on to try to protect a 4-1 Ottumwa lead here in the 5th inning. Get to the line on Ryan Slack in a moment. Slack threw 4 innings. He's qualified for the win. He allowed just an unearned run on 2 hits. He walked 1. He struck out 8 over 4 innings and threw 49 pitches. For East, it'll be 8-9-1. Grant Gagel, Malcolm Bird, and Skylar Van Riper.
Batting for the Scarlets, number 14, Grant Gagel.
Gagel has bounced back to the mound. He's 0 for 1. First pitch on the way from Mitchell is popped in the air, shallow right. Coming on Rominger, he will slide, and ball slipped out of his glove. And that'll be a bloop single for Gagel. That ball hitting to no man's land. Pardon me, that's Gonzalez, not Rominger. Pedro nearly made the great sliding catch. It just popped out of the glove. Base hit, I would call it. Attempted a sliding catch. Came out of the glove. That's a base hit.
Now batting, Malcolm Bird.
Just the 3rd hit of the game for the Scarlets, and the batter Malcolm Bird, who struck out his first time up. That East dugout started chirping all of a sudden. First pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Owen won the count to the Scarlet left fielder, Malcolm Bird. Mitchell in the stretch. And the pitch. Lined into left field. Cole heading to his right. He'll run it down, make the catch for out number 1. Top of the order, Skylar Van Riper, who has struck out twice, 0 for 2.
Brings up number 16, Skylar Van Riper.
They're playing a Wild District semifinal game between Van Buren and Central Lee. After 3 innings, it's Central Lee 8 and Van Buren 5. Back here in Ottumwa, 1 on, 1 out for East, and a ground ball past a diving Jaime. They rule it fair down the third baseline. Cole gets it back in quickly. It ends up being just a single, as stopping at second was Gagel. That ball might have hit the glove of Jesus Jaime on that dive. I thought it was going to be a foul ball. It ruled fair, and now East has something working on a couple of softly hit balls, 2 on, 1 out, and the batter, Ethan Sheets, who's walked and struck out. Righty to lefty here. First pitch, outside ball 1. Sheets has walked 3 times in this doubleheader. He'll take his pitches. Bulldogs got to come after him. He doesn't run all that fast. He was a catcher in game 1, so you get him to hit a ground ball, you could turn 2. Trey Swartz in on the grass at first. The 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. This game doesn't have any effect on the postseason for Ottumwa, of course. They'll play at Ankeny Centennial on Friday. They like to end the regular season above 500. The 1-1, way outside 2-1. Ottumwa 10-10, East 9-15. Bulldogs would also move past the Scarlets in the Metro standings and finish in second place with a win. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, foul tip into the mid of Julian Moore. Same result, 2-2. Ottumwa leading 4-1. There's 2 on and 1 out for the Scarlets here in the top of the 5th. Now the 2-2 pitch from Mitchell. Poked in the air behind the bag at third. Long run for Cole. That's going to be a bloop single. Man, East hasn't hit the ball hard at all except for the out this inning, but they've loaded the bases with only 1 away. 3 soft singles. And now their best hitter, Zach Truitt, who is 1 for 2 with a single and has reached on an error and scored. They're going to pinch run for Sheets here.
The run for Ethan Sheets.
Hayden Young, who is the player that's being DH'd for, will run at first. So bases loaded, 1 out, and here's Truitt. Mitchell will go from the windup. The pitch inside, nearly hit him. Ball 1. Ottumwa leading 4-1, but danger time for the Bulldogs right now. The 1-0. Inside again, 2-0. No place to put him. There's a Scarlet at every base. Gagel at third, Van Riper at second, Young at first. 3 soft singles. The 2-0. Hit in the air, foul off to the right, out of play. Got in on the hands there, 2-1. Truitt digs back in. Still ahead in the count, 2-1. Mitchell will throw from the windup here. The pitch. Driven to center field. McKinnon going back. He's there. He'll make the catch. Runner from third will tag and score. And it's 4-2, but there's 2 out now in the 5th inning. A sacrifice fly for Truitt. Gagel comes home, but Van Riper stayed at second, and Young stayed at first. The batter, Carter Klein, who was struck out and flied out to center, 0 for 2. Still work to do. First and second, 2 down, tying runs on base. Mitchell to Klein. And it's in the dirt. A good stop by Moore. Ball 1. Thomas Mitchell gets the sign from Moore. The right-hander is 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Mitchell again from the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Mitch Wood boots it. It picks it up in shallow center, coming all the way around the throw to the plate, not in time, and it's 4-3. As what should have been an inning-ending ground ball results in an error that scores Van Riper from second. Klein safe at first on the air. I think Mitch Wood had Van Riper go right in front of him, and as I heard Ronnie say over here, if Mitch charges that ball and Van Riper runs into him, Van Riper's out and the inning's over. But Mitch tried to wait back, lost sight of the ball for a moment, and ended up booting it. Now the batter, Austin Fleener, who struck out twice. Tying run now at second, go-ahead run at first. There are two away, the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1.
Batter number 21, Austin Fleener.
Oh, 0-1 the count. As Mitchell tries to get out of the inning with the lead still intact, it's down to a run. Breaking ball, high chopper to the right side. Delahoy gets the tough second hop throw to first. And the inning is over. East gets 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Bulldogs 4, Scarlets 3. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the game, can't drove me.
Bottom of the fifth inning, a frame we didn't see in game 1 of this doubleheader. Ottumwa won game 1 13-2 in 5 innings. The story is different in game 2. The Bulldogs do lead, but that lead is down to 4-3 as the Scarlets got a couple of runs in the fifth, the second one coming on an error. And Ottumwa still has yet to solve. Relief pitcher Evan Becker, the lefty, has thrown an inning in 2/3 and has only allowed 1 hit. Trey Swartz, Brody Evans, and Pedro Gonzalez will try to increase the Bulldog lead here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Waiting on the final warm-up pitch for Becker, and he was waiting on his catcher, Klein, who was on base when the inning ended. Trey Swartz has walked. He's also struck out but reached on a wild pitch, something he also did in game 1. See if Trey can get a rally going here to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Ottumwa 4 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. East 2 runs, 5 hits, no error. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Pitches outside to Swartz, ball 1. Yeah, 2 of the 3 East runs are unearned. The 1-0. Swing and foul tip. Count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 the count to the Bulldog first baseman. Lefty to righty the pitch. Chopper to short. Charging it is true. A tough hop and it went right under his glove. And safe at first is Swartz on the air. Well, East commits its first miscue, and maybe Ottumwa can take advantage of that.
Designated hitter number 9, Brody Evans.
Brody Evans, a bases loaded walk in the first inning, a strikeout in the third. Third baseman Fleener comes in. Ottumwa might bunt here. Shows bunt. And a good bunt to the right side. The first baseman will pick it up. There's no one coming first. He missed the tag. Safe at first is Brody Evans. He'll get a bunt single. Great bunt down the line, and he got past Dolphin before Dolphin could tag him. First and second, nobody out. Pedro Gonzalez has popped out and walked. The umpires are going to confer here. East wants Evans ruled out for going out of the baseline. I don't think he did. This would be an awfully tight ruling if they say he's out. And they call him out. Come on. Coach Yeager is asking the base umpire why, but he just claps his hands. So call it a sacrifice 3 unassisted. 1 on, 1 out, and the batter Pedro Gonzalez, who probably will now be swinging away. Pitch outside, ball 1. Boy, Evans kind of dipped outside to avoid the tag, but I didn't think he ever got off the dirt. Looked like he was right along that outside line. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, gets away. Rolls towards the backstop third base side, and Swartz down to third. 2-0. Now you've got an insurance run at third with only 1 out, and you do not need a hit to get him home. Fly ball that's deep enough would do the trick. And East, well, they're bringing the corner infielders in, but the middle infielders are staying back. The 2-0. Down and in 3-0. Now belatedly, the the shortstop Truitt's about halfway. The second baseman Gagel is almost all the way back. Only the corner infielders are in, the 3-0. Strike at the knees, 3-1. I don't understand why East doesn't have all 4 infielders in. Runner at third, 1 down, and they're down a run. The pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa trying to add to its 4-3 lead. Swartz at third. Now the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Now to put runners at the corners for Andrew Cole, who was lined to second and struck out 0 for 2.
Brings up left fielder number 17, Andrew Cole.
Now East will have their third baseman, Fleener, in on the edge of the grass. The first baseman, Dolphin, has to hold Gonzalez. The middle infielders are a double play depth. First pitch hit high in the air to right center. Will it be deep enough? The center fielder, Young, is underneath it, tagging is Swartz. There's the catch. Swartz coming home. The relay will not be made. A sacrifice fly. Good job, Andrew Cole. And it's 5-3.
Andrew Cole scoring Trey Swartz.
So Cole with the sac fly RBI. Runner at first and 2 down for Colt McKinnon, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a lineout. Wouldn't surprise me if Gonzalez ran here. Worst case scenario, you lead off with McKinnon in the 6th inning, and that's not a bad option. Not running, and the pitch is up high, ball 1. It is tough to run on a lefty. And Becker is trying to be deceptive with his motion. Count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to McKinnon. And he hits this ball down the line and right, but that'll get 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch stayed high, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to McKinnon. That's a little high as well, 3-2. Delahoy on deck. They will not hold Gonzalez on now. He'll get a running start on the 3-2 pitch with 2 out. Becker kicks, runner goes, the pitch, line, and a leaping catch by the shortstop Truitt to retire the side. Didn't have to jump very high. McKinnon tattooed it, but he is retired for the third out. Ottumwa gets a run without a hit. There was an error and a man left. We go to the top of the sixth inning. Bulldogs 5, Scarlets 3, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the sixth inning. Ottumwa's gone back to the bullpen. The new pitcher, Jackson Saunders. We saw him pitch last night. Saunders Saunders got the loss in game one, pitching 2/3 of an inning. Kind of a tough luck loss. He got the first 2 men out in the bottom of the seventh in a tie game. He walked the leadoff hitter, Avery Melman from Mason City. Melman then tried to steal second. Everybody in the park thought Melman was out at second. Mitch Wood caught the ball and tagged him as he went by. The umpire stared at it for a moment and then called him safe. I talked to Mitch after game one, and he told me that Melman looked at Wood and said, "You got me." So even Melman knew he was out, but the umpire didn't. In the very next pitch, he was singled home for the game-winning run. So Saunders, a little bit of tough luck last night. He'll try to hold the Bulldog 2-run lead here tonight as he pitches in the top of the sixth inning.
Batting for the Scarlets at top of the sixth.
Evan Becker, the pitcher, will lead it off. He'll be followed by Grant Gagel and Malcolm Bird. The wind by the right-hander, Jackson Saunders, in the pitch. Chopper to the right side, 2 big hops to Delahoy at second, flip to first, and a quick first out. That brings up Cade Dolphin, who's grounded to second twice.
Batting for East, number 18, Cade Dolphin.
Right-hander to right-hander. Saunders into the wind, and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, strike one. No balls and a strike. Pitch in the dirt, and the count evens at 1-1 to Dolphin. Saunders getting another sign from Moore. And the 1-1. Popped in the air to shallow right. Well, that'll actually stay in the infield. Not hit as hard as I thought. The catch made by the first baseman Swartz for out number 2. Grant Gagel, the batter, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
Grant Gagel.
Two out, nobody on. And the pitch rolled to first, took a tough hop, but Trey Swartz gathered it in, touched the bag, retired the side. Good job by Jackson Saunders. He sets down the Scarlets in order in the sixth inning on just 5 pitches. We go to the bottom of the sixth, the Ottumwa 5, Des Moines East 3, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the game.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa will have at least a 2-run lead when they try to set down East for the final time in the 7th. They'll have the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th inning, trying to add to a 5-3 advantage. Evan Becker still in there for the Scarlets. He's thrown 2 1/3 innings. He's allowed an unearned run. Starting pitchers right now, the pitchers of record: Ryan Slack on the winning side for Ottumwa, James Jefferson on the other side for East.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, your second baseman, number 2, Dominic
Delahoy has grounded out twice and lined out to left, 0 for 3. First pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 hit high in the air to right. It's in the twilight. Can they find it? Yep. The right fielder, Van Riper, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Mitch Wood.
Brings up shortstop number 5, Mitch Wood.
Wood is 2 for 3. A single, an RBI triple, 2 runs scored. It is twilight, but with the cloud cover now, the ball's a little easier to see than if the sky was clear. Not a lot of difference in color, but a bit. The pitch to Wood, and he hits it in the air, foul off to the right. That will land untouched out of everybody's reach for strike 1. I guess that weather's getting a little closer. They've issued severe thunderstorm warnings for Meridian and Mahaska counties. That's Pella and Oskaloosa. Still think we will get done here and maybe everybody be out of here before any rain hits. The 0-1, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, nobody on the pitch. A little bit high, 2-1 to Wood. They're going to the 6th inning. Van Buren still trailing centrally 8-5 in that Class 2A district semifinal. The 2-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Earlier today, Cardinal beat Davis County 1-0. EBF beat Albia 11-1. It'll be Cardinal and EBF in the district final on Saturday. The 2-1 to Wood, swing and a miss. A 2-2 is strike 3. It was dropped by the catcher, but the throw to first will retire him for the second out. And that'll bring up Jesus Jaime, who is 2 for 3, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Lefty to righty, Becker to Jaime, and it's high for ball 1. We look ahead to the top of the 7th inning. The Scarlets will have the number 9 hitter, Malcolm Bird, then the top of the order, Van Riper, and the DH, Ethan Sheets. Pitch is high to Jaime, 2-0. The 2-0. Breaking ball, strike 2-1. The left-hander comes set. The 2-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. Two and 2 to Jesus Jaime. 2 out, nobody on, bottom 6. Ottumwa leading by 2, 5-3. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased one out of the zone for strike 3. Bulldogs go in order, but they're 3 outs away from the sweep. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-3 Ottumwa. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa 5, Des Moines East 3. Bulldogs going for the doubleheader sweep to end the regular season. Jackson Saunders had a very efficient 5-pitch 6th inning, and he will try to lock down the save here in the 7th. Saunders looking for his first save of the year. He'll face Malcolm Bird, Skylar Van Riper, Ethan Sheets. At least those are the 3 due up for Des Moines East. Ottumwa got 2 in the first, 2 in the second. East got 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth to make it a 1-run game. The Bulldogs added an insurance run in the bottom of the fifth to go up 5-3. We'll see how important that insurance run might turn out to be. Malcolm Bird has struck out and flied out 0 for 2. First pitch on the way from Saunders, up high, ball 1. Ottumwa 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. East 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. The 1-0. Pop foul back to the screen. Count even at a ball and a strike. Bulldogs trying to end this abbreviated regular season at 11-10. Under the lights here at Legion Memorial Field, the 1-1. Outside 2-1. This could be our final game at Legion Memorial Field this year, but it's not guaranteed. There is a path to one more home game. I'll explain after the 2-1 pitch. It's on its way. It's in there for strike 2. Ottumwa the 5 seed, East the 6 seed in the sub-state. Ottumwa's at Ankeny Centennial, and East is at Urbandale. If Ottumwa and East both win on Friday, they'll be right back here on Monday for the sub-state semifinal. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate, outside 3-2. Key pitch right here. You do not want to walk the leadoff man in the 7th inning when you only need 3 outs for victory. Saunders winds and the 3-2 to Bird. Lifted to the left center, coming on a late jump, but it's McKinnon who came in front of Cole to make the catch for out number 1. Andrew Cole lost that for a moment, then came running in, but McKinnon had it all the way.
McKinnon center field for the first out.
1 out for Skylar Van Riper, who is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Boy, how many times here at Legion Memorial Field about this time of night have we seen a fly ball get lost up there in the lights? I thought Cole had lost that ball, but thankfully McKinnon had not. Ottumwa 2 outs away from the sweep. First pitch to Van Riper stays high, ball 1. By the way, the other scenario for Ottumwa, if they win their game against Centennial Friday night and Urbandale beats East, then Ottumwa would face either Des Moines Lincoln or Des Moines Roosevelt. They're the 3 and 4 seeds in the sub-state. That pitch upstairs, 2-0. And if Ottumwa gets past the first round and has to play Lincoln or Roosevelt, it'll be interesting to see what the Athletic Association does, because the Athletic Association does not like to give home games to the Des Moines public schools that don't have lights. The 2-0, that's way high, 3-0. In fact, the last time that I remember we played a Des Moines public school in the postseason, and we would have been the lower seeded team, they moved that game to Indianola. But that, of course, all depends on Ottumwa winning Friday night at Centennial. Here's the 3-0 in their first strike, 3-1. Saunders, well, you got to try to make them earn their way on base. East down 2 runs, will gladly take a walk. Van Riper might be taking here 3-1. Throw a strike, see what happens. The 3-1 pitch. There's a strike, 3-2. He was taking. That was right down Broadway, and Van Riper didn't want us cut at it. Now it's 3-2. Let's see how committed he is to drawing a walk. Put it over the heart of the plate, see what he can do with it. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He chased a high, hard one for out number 2. Saunders got behind 3-0, came all the way back to strike him out. Now the Dogs are 1 out away from the sweep.
Now batting, Ethan Sheets.
Here is the DH Ethan Sheets, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Righty to lefty now. 2 out, nobody on. Ottumwa leading by 2. First pitch. High and away, ball 1. Want to know the count. And the next pitch from Saunders is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Van Buren's gotten a run closer in the 6th inning. They now trail Central Lee 8-6. That pitch well high to Sheets, 2-1. Ottumwa leading 5-3, 2 out, top 7. Saunders has retired all 5 batters he's faced. If he gets 1 more out, he'll get the save, the 2-1. That's way high, 3-1. Their best hitter, Zach Truitt, on deck. If you're Jackson Saunders, you do not want to see Truitt ever get 1 more at-bat tonight. Take care of Sheets and go home happy. Got to throw a good pitch here, 3-1. It's on its way. Lifted in the air to center. McKinnon drifting back over to his right. Makes the catch, and the Bulldogs sweep the Scarlets. 5-3, the final score in Game 2. And Ottumwa does, in fact, end the season over 500. They'll take an 11-10 record into the first round of the sub-state playoffs on Friday at Ankeny Centennial. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Pedro Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Pedro Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. Hey, when we touch down.
Ottumwa High baseball finishing the regular season tonight at home versus Des Moines East, and the Bulldogs do it in style. They sweep their old rivals, the Scarlets. They won game one 13-2 in 5 innings, and then a tighter game in the nightcap, but the Bulldogs pull it out 5-3. The game two totals for the Bulldogs: 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 7 left on base. Ryan Slack gets the win. He's 2-0. Jackson Saunders earns his first save. For Des Moines East, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 5 on base. James Jefferson the loss. He's 2-3. The ball game took 1 hour and 42 minutes. Ottumwa ends the regular season 11-10, 7-3 in the CIML Metro Conference. East will end the regular season at 9-16, 6-3-1 in the Metro. So the Bulldogs are now getting ready for the playoffs Friday night at Ankeny Centennial. East is getting ready for the playoffs Friday night at Urbandale. And again, if both Ottumwa and East win, they both have to do it on the road. But if they do, then Ottumwa and East would have a third meeting next Monday night in the sub-state semifinal. Not likely, but especially in this shortened season, anything is possible. We'll take one more 3-minute timeout, come back, wrap up the night, and get you ready for the playoffs right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Pedro Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Pedro Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Legion Memorial Field. It might be the final time here at home this season for Ottumwa High Baseball. They sweep Des Moines East in the regular season 13-2 and 5-3. And that brings us to our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics. That'll be the first round of the Sub-State Playoffs. Bulldog Baseball Friday night at Ankeny Centennial, 7 o'clock first pitch. All the action on the radio on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. The softball playoffs begin on Saturday. That'll be at Houston Field. The Bulldogs taking on Urbandale in the regional semifinals. That'll be at 7 o'clock. It will be live only on the radio on KBIZ. Again, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is not allowing us to live video stream regional playoff games, and that is their standard policy. We specifically asked them if they would waive that rule this year because so many people are staying home because of the COVID-19 situation. That request was denied. And I would actually encourage people to send their complaints about that to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union because that seems like a very short-sighted decision. But we will be having the softball game Saturday night live on the radio. We will record the broadcast on video, and we will post the video the following day. So we are allowed to tape delay it by one day, but we're not allowed to bring it to you live. And that would also hold true for the regional final, because if Ottumwa wins on Saturday, they'll play a regional final next Tuesday, likely at Ankeny Centennial. So softball fans, keep that in mind. As for baseball, if the Bulldogs were to beat Ankeny Centennial Friday night, they would play on Monday against a team in sight to be determined, and the determining factors are these. If the Bulldogs win Friday night and the Des Moines East team they just beat also wins, if East goes to Urbandale and upsets the Jayhawks, then it would be East at Ottumwa in the sub-state semifinal on Monday. If Ottumwa wins and Urbandale beats East, then Ottumwa would be playing the winner of the game that happens on Friday between Des Moines Lincoln and Des Moines Roosevelt. That site is to be determined because neither Lincoln nor Roosevelt have lights at their field, and in past years, my past experience says that when the Des Moines team is the higher seed, the game ends up being at a neutral site. So if Ottumwa wins and they're playing Lincoln or Roosevelt, we'll have to see where the Athletic Association tells us to go. But for now, we know that the Bulldog baseball team plays Friday night at 7, the Bulldog softball team Saturday night at 7. As for tonight, I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Meridian Credit Union, Petrita Orthodontics, Champion Bowl, Community First Credit Union, Slayton Polaris, Sonic Drive-In, Dixon's Floors and More, Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse, the Ottumwa Community School District, Coal Palace Cafe and Books, Family First Chiropractic, Lisco, and River Hills Community Health Center. A big thank you to head coach John Yeager for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight, and a big thank you to our producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, our radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Baseball tonight on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Friday night when the playoffs start, the Bulldog baseball team at Ankeny Centennial. Until then, good night, everybody.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Pedro Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Pedro Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!